Washington.
This is Martin for here once again.
I deserve, you deserve, he deserves, she deserves, the dog deserves to be loved. Boy, Mama D was jamming down in that damn studio booth. They was giving her the whole circular panoramic view and shit. She was getting down her little white dress with the back light. She was grooving. I deserve. That is a knee slapper right there, I tell you. Anyway. Whew, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Jamardi for here. Once again for a new video. We're here for the finale of this Love and Hip Hop season. Whew, Lord. And, ooh, hold on, what's that? Anyway, I know there's been, look, this past week, probably a week and a half has just been a trial and a true tribulation for me. And I said I was going to put it in a new Dear Diary episode, hopefully sometime this week. So you guys can understand, because as y'all recall, I had all intents and purposes of reviewing Bad Girls Club last week, but just days prior to, I was given some news, and I just could not bring myself to do it. I even tried to get myself back and do the Braxtons, but hell, I don't know what YouTube did to the video. That video was only 10 minutes long, when in reality the whole thing was like 19 minutes. So y'all didn't get to see my Tawanda impression or nothing. I was just like, well, fuck it. If y'all want me to re-upload that, let me know in the comments. Because it was good. Mind you, it was a whole lot better than what you saw. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, let's go ahead and get started into this here finale. So we start off with goddamn Althea and this whole wedding planning thing, and she's just like, we have to get a. They're at this. I don't know. I guess it's a bridal shop or whatever. And the lady is telling her that, you have to have this, that, the fourth, XYZ, LMNOP, all of that. And she's like, we need to have a guest list. We need to have this. We need to have that. Like, I didn't know. I wanted this to be perfect. I don't want it to feel rushed, but we have to have all this stuff. And I'm like, bitch, why do you think people who get married have their weddings like a year or 2 years later down the line? Because there's planning involved. To get all the stuff that you would want takes months of customization. And you can't just be like, okay, I want to get married and then want to have a big, lavish wedding with all the stuff that comes with it in a matter of 2 weeks. It don't work like this, sweetheart. So, Benzino was talking about how she kept saying all those whole, Jocelyn keeps taking shots at me on Instagram. And I'm like, and even in the last episode, when they was talking about taking shots, did y'all notice? Because I'd be looking carefully at some stuff. When she was showing it on the phone, why did it look like she was in her, for those of you who have iPhones, why did it look like she was in her photo library? Like, I could see the back, the edit button, the trash, and the share button. Like, I could see all that. Like, did she take a screenshot of what she put on Instagram? I guess she could have, but it always looks weird. Whenever they pan in on phones, and when they be looking at stuff, for some reason, it don't be looking right. The screen be looking, something about it just don't be, it be off, but whatever. So Zeno talks about he be putting all the men that Jocelyn slept with on Instagram, or trying as like a I can't get the word out. What? Just to say an attack, a rebuttal against what Jocelyn said about Fifi. And I'm just like, Zeno, I understand you want to defend your woman. I understand you want to do all that, but don't be doing that messy shit on social media. Like, it just seems like, oh, excuse me. Ooh. When you be messy like that on Instagram, it just makes you, it doesn't make the other person really look that bad, the person that you're trying to attack. Honestly, especially if you're a dude going after a female, it's just, the way that our society works, it's just not going to look good for you, sir. So, Fifi finally says maybe we should postpone the wedding because we have to do all this stuff and it's just too hard and just. And Benzino's sitting about to have a heart attack. He's like, "How long do you want to make? Let's at least wait 1 more month." And I'm just like, "Bitch, what do you really think you're gonna get accomplished in just another whatever, bitch?" And then Benzino's like, "Another month? Like, man, are you sure you gonna want to marry me after a month?" And I'm like, if you feel like if you get married to somebody, and obviously there's complications going on with your being married right now at this time, and you're scared that they're not gonna want to marry you in a month, you don't need to marry that person because you just trying to rush into shit just to tie somebody down, and it's doomed from the start. You're talking about a damn prenup, dooming your marriage hell. It's already doomed before it started. If that's how you feel. Anyway, we're gonna move forward. Child, Nico in the studio recording this song. Now why was Nico up on the microphone doing all of this? Like, I'm like, why does it look like he casting a voodoo spell? I'm like, bitch, I feel like I need to go grab my pearls, my onions, my Bible. He was just up there doing. I was like, girl, bye, girl, with your rat face ass, bitch. Ooh. I tell you, there is no good side to Nico's face. There's just none, even with sunglasses on. Anywho, Mimi comes in and talks, and she's pretty much, ready to lay the lowdown since Nico is her new enemy. And she pretty much says, I heard about what you said, what, your ex-boyfriend, Johnny told me, because I know he was giving me all sorts of gay teas last week, but he was like, he told me everything will happen with you, like that you're still married, that you and your wife have this and that and all the forth. And he was like, well, that's not really true. Nico's spitting out more and more bullshit. But this was the part of the whole conversation that stood out. Mimi was... Sorry. Woo, I just think about it. It was so funny. Mimi gonna talk about, you make me look like a fool. Like, I ain't no dumb bitch. I said, hold up. Hold on, Mimi. This is where I have to stop you right in your tracks, girl. Because from what all you said, how this whole situation with Nico unraveled, you embodied all that is a dumb bitch. You saw it for yourself, denied it, said, and even when she kind of saw it, she told, I think Arian, she's like, "This, I know what the fuck I like, this, that, and the fourth, that you don't understand." Hell, Aaron tried to tell you last season. K. Michelle tried to tell you last season. They tried to rescue your ass this season, but you still ain't want to listen. So you are a dumb bitch. When you know better but don't do better, that's the definition of stupidity. That is you, girl. Your front face of the definition of a dumb bitch, stupid, retardation, all of that. Your face, front face picture of the shit. You are the spokesperson of all dumb bitches. Talking about I ain't no dumb bitch, and then gonna walk out the damn studio with that stringy ass weave. Girl, Mimi, she thought she was doing something too, boy, but bless her heart. Next, we move on to Rashida and her little Poise Cosmetics line. And I'm just like, it seems like everybody on this show, every female has some sort of line of something. If it's not cosmetics, it's fashion. We hear about it for one episode and don't hear about it no more. Didn't Carly Red have some kind of cosmetics going last season or something? What happened to... whatever. Anyways, the relevance of this is Benzino talks to this guy named Fly D'Antoni or something, who looks like the local weed man on the corner, because his eyes was giving all the yellow and the red and just all of that whole feel. And he was saying, because he was apparently one of the people that Benzino put on his list. And he's like, "Why you put on the list? I ain't even try to smash. She was the one trying to smash me and this, that, and the four." And a long story short, because Benzino and this whole caddy bullshit, the guy ends up telling him, "Well, I know somebody in here who has smashed her." And turns out it was this old fat sloppy motherfucker, the driver. And they go outside. They're talking about how this, that, and the fourth, and how Jocelyn would go out and meet dudes and have sex with them before Stevie got home or woke up or some shit. And he said, well, hell, I went out, ended up smashing them, doing it for about the past 3 months and this, that, and the fourth. And I'm just like, you know what? Jocelyn may be, promiscuous in some instances, but I just don't see it for you two. I just don't. Stevie J isn't the best looking dude, but even Stevie J is more attractive than these two motherfuckers here. One of y'all looks like I said, the local weed man or the local crackhead, and the other one just looks like Fat Joe. So it's like, and it's not like, of course that's no shade to those who are bigger, but he just looked like one of them big old crusted, nasty, ashy lip motherfucker. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. That sounds like a lie, and it feels like this has been going on for the past 3 months. Why have you not even appeared on camera? Why have they not even tried to do this until now? I just feel like that's some bullshit. But irregardless of all that happening, Carly Red with her old cockatoo looking ass, old parakeet bitch, gonna repeat what she heard, like parrots do. Gonna see like, ooh, I need to go tell Jocelyn, that her name is being dragged through the mud. I need to go. Ooh, I just can't wait to go tell Jocelyn. I'm like, Carly, that's really all that you're good for, is spreading mess. And it's not like Jocelyn even really, truly, honestly gives a fuck about you. You're probably just her ear to the streets, if anything else. So, I mean, if you're proud of that, whatever, but as long as you know. And Carly was trying to tell Erica at first, but honestly, Erica didn't really give a fuck. Erica didn't give a fuck about nobody's Jocelyn. But anyway, Stevie J and Benzino meet up, and Stevie tried to admit, that, him and Althea did fuck one time. I don't think he ever said that it was in his house, though. I don't think he let that detail slip out. But Benzino's like, yeah, I already knew that shit. And then both of them, even though they're not saying it directly to each other, both of them feel like each of them is on some bitch shit. Like, I guess Benzino's side was, okay, your wife is fucking up and she's coming at my girl, so you want to try to say that you fucked my girl as some sort of comeback or some shit. And Stevie J is like, why are you like everybody else? Like, why are you in bitch's shit? Like, why are you trying to, get in between, me and Jocelyn through your girlfriend? Something. It was just a whole bunch of female type drama and whatnot. I'm just like, I don't get it. I'm just like, why would y'all give that much of a fuck? Especially you, Benzino, but So, Waka Flocka. That's a sad situation, my friend. And pretty much, they've been trying to get pregnant and all this other stuff with Tammy and whatnot. But it turns out that Waka Flocka took these little semen sample. And he was like, yeah, no, I know I'm good. He's like, maybe it's something wrong with your fallopian tube or something like that. The doctor said, well, from this here semen sample from right here, there's only about 10,000, sperm specimen in this sample. When generally, within every, I guess, ejaculate, whatever you want to call it, there should be about an average of 2 million. But you have 10,000. You have a small fraction of a fraction of what you're supposed to have. And he was like, yeah, having children and getting pregnant on your own, probably not going to happen. And he was just like, yeah, it's your dick, motherfucker. All that weed. And they said, something, past injury that he had, reduced his testosterone levels. But really, I believe it was just all the damn weed he was smoking. Y'all weed heads, I know y'all may think that's all cool and shit right now, but if that takes away from your potency as a man to reproduce, you're going to be sitting there looking with the stank face like Waka Flocka was. I'm just saying. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. You can't have children. And you can't get hired either. But that's a whole different video. Anywho, Jocelyn and Stevie have that whole dramatic by the pool argument, talking about how Benzino be saying all this stuff. You need to check your bestie, this, that, and the fourth. And he was like, well, whenever we do stuff, you hide my stuff, you hide my purse, did you hide my this, you hide my that. I'm like, oh, I got lost. I was like, so when Stevie's mad at you, he hides your stuff? Like, who does that? But all in all, she was sitting there crying and making all the ugly noises that Jocelyn do when she be crying. Lord, y'all know what she be doing. But baby, this was the part that had me rolling. I had to stop, and I tweeted this, and it got so many retweets on Twitter. Jocelyn, of course, she was going off about Benzino and how she gonna whoop his ass, and she gonna whoop Althea's ass, all that gonna for. But she said, I'm gonna take him by the neck that he don't got and beat him. I said, ooh, I'm dead. I'm gone. Take me on the glory, Jesus. Just take me on to the glory above. I was like, bitch, no. She said, I'm gonna take him by the neck that he don't got, and I'm gonna beat his ass. I was like, ooh. Well, all right. I want to see that too. Hopefully that happens at the reunion. But girl, this next scene, I couldn't. I deserve. You deserve. I deserve to be loved. Mama D could almost do something, but that whole rasp, that whole smokers, and that whole ordeal she had going on was just so distracting. It was funny. It was funny, y'all. But anyway, I don't know if that thing is on iTunes or not, but I think I'm gonna have to listen to that in full. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So she was doing that, and Scrappy's in the background, like, hopefully since she has this newfound talent, she can mind her own business or get some other business other than dealing with my own. So we'll see. Probably won't happen, but at least it'll give us something else to do. Last scene, Lord, usually at these season finales of these Love and Hip Hops, everybody kind of comes in saying what they're doing, what they're gonna be doing in life, how they're gonna be growing, this, that, and the fourth, and blah 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 blah. So Mimi is talking about, I've had such bad luck. I've made some very poor decisions, but I'm gonna start doing things my way and start making better decisions right now. And she done sat there at some bakery or something with a big slice of cake. I'm like, well, that's one bad decision right there, I guess, health wise. But we won't go there. But anyway, it goes. I was like, why? It seems odd for you to just go grab some cake by yourself. But I was just like, oh, okay. So then up walks Stevie J, and she's like, hi, kiss. I'm just like, well, that whole shit about you making better decisions went out the window in a matter of seconds, bitch. Because now she's sitting there talking about, admitted to him about all that happened with Nico and him being married and the tapes and all this other shit. And Stevie J is just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was like, Stevie J was trying to have a good damn heart to her mom. He was like, don't cry. He was like, he won't ever love you the way that I loved you. And Mimi was just eating it all up. He said he was sorry for all the stuff that he did. And it was probably, if it was genuine at all, it was the most genuine acted apology. But I was probably like, man, Mona Scott probably got them eye drops on deck. Just like how, if y'all watched my review from earlier, when Mimi first found out about the sex tape being leaked, she was like, oh, how could you do this? That there's like, cut, drop. Okay, action. I just don't believe shit that this show has, boy. I just believe this is just like Scandal, just scripted as all hell. But you know what? I'm just gonna take it for what it is. And Stevie starts talking about how much I love you and start using words like we and our and stuff like that. And I'm just like, so y'all back together. Really? And Mimi was, that bitch was sitting there contemplating that shit too. She knows she still love that man, but still, I'm just like, for real. We gonna get some tea at this reunion. I'm like, are y'all together or not? Are y'all gonna still be fucking or what? And then what's Jocelyn gonna be doing? Anyways, I'm glad I finally got this review out to y'all. I went out with some friends last night, so I couldn't get the review up last night. But oh, I was watching. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. This week I should make up for all the videos that I didn't get to do last week. Y'all gonna get like 2 episodes of Q&A with Jay. I finally got some questions in my Gmail account. If you want to ask me some questions in the video, send it to jamar84@gmail.com. That's usually at the bottom right of the outro of my videos. So make sure you send your emails there, and when I do a new episode, I'll be sure to read yours in its own video. Or I may put them together. I don't know. Depends on how I feel that day. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next review, which should be and will be Bad Girls Club. I swear down I'm doing this episode, especially because it's the finale. And this is the finale that Alex has been talking about in all her reviews of A-Connection TV and Twitter, talking about make sure you watch the last episode. So I'm like, oh, okay, bitch. I'm going to be tuning the fuck in. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Jamar Washington.